Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also, make sure you turn off the water supply to the washer. In this video, I will show you how to replace the water inlet valve in a Samsung washer. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For the job, we're going to need a Phillips and a flathead screwdrivers, a pair of large pliers, and a pair of pliers. When you open out the package, you're going to get a new water inlet valve. This water inlet valve is located at the back of the washer under the top panel. It operates by the main control board and satisfies all of the cold water demands according to the user input. If you start having problems with the cold water inlet or soap and bleach or softener dispensing, it's time to check and replace the water inlet valve if needed. So now we're going to remove this cold water inlet hose from the valve. Before we're going to do that, make sure you turned off the faucet. All right, I'm going to place the towel right underneath of this connector, and using a large pliers, I'm going to turn this counterclockwise. I'm going to lose it, and then I'm going to manually continue removing it. Well, if you have any water, it's good. We have a towel. Now we can remove this top cover panel. There are two screws. I'm using a Phillips screwdriver, taking them out. Now we're going to slide this top cover panel to the back of the washer, a couple of inches, and then I'm going to lift it off. Now with the top removed, we can get to the actual replacement of the water valve. Before doing anything further, I would recommend that we're going to mark all these plugs according to the numbers that we have here on the dispenser. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you follow the hoses, they will bring you to the correct valves and the plugs. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one is not connected to the dispenser, so we're going to leave it alone because we know it's not connected to the dispenser. It's only one hose and one plug here. Then, second thing I would recommend you to do before we're going to start disconnecting it is taking a picture. All right, so we see this way the hoses and the plugs on the valve. And now we can physically take off the plugs from the valve. I'm using a flathead screwdriver. I'm getting a little help here. Pry it off. All right, so I'm going to use the Phillips screwdriver, and I'm going to take out a couple of screws that holds the valve to the cabinet. All right, now I'm going to pull out the old water inlet valve. I'm going to place it here on the top for easy access. And the next thing I'm going to do, guess what? I'm going to place the towel underneath, just like that. Now I'm going to use a pair of pliers, and I'm going to remove the clamps. I'm going to slide them, all of them at the same time. All right, so this is a new water inlet valve. If you do have this part, it's good. If you don't, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. All right, so I'm going to remove these hoses one at a time and then place them onto the new valve. Let's see if we can do it without any assistance from flat blade screwdriver. All right, be careful. Don't hurt yourself. All right, so we have a hose number 1 goes here. Then is this number 3, goes on the second coil here. And it looks like I'm gonna need a flathead screwdriver to assist. Be careful, don't hurt yourself. And don't break the hose. All right, now the second one. Placing onto the new valve. And breaking it loose. And I'm gonna pry it off a little bit with the flathead screwdriver. Okay. Connected to the new valve. And this is the last one. And we're going to connect this one also. Just to be consistent. And time for the pliers. We're going to secure the hoses with these hose clamps. Double check if everything is installed good. I can move with this one a little bit more. In. Yep, good. All right, at this point I would like to look at the top of these valves, of the solenoid valves, and I see this, they have a little color marking, red, blue, yellow, white. That is color of our plugs here. All right, now we're going to install the valve into the cutout. Let's align the holes and install 2 screws. I'm using a Phillips screwdriver. I'm not tightening it yet. First we're going to align the second hole, and now we can tighten both. And now we're going to connect all these colorful plugs to the water valve, and we're going to use these little dots on the top, red to red, blue to blue, yellow to yellow. I don't know what to do now because I have a white plug and a white dot on the valve, and it's only one valve left. Let's take a chance. I'm risking, and I'm going to put this white on this coil here. And now we can install the top cover panel. Place it on, align the sides about 2 inches before we hit the control panel, and then we'll slide it forward. So the front will lock. Now it's time to secure this top panel to the cabinet. I'm using a Phillips screwdriver. We have 2 screws, 1 in each corner. All right. Next, we're going to install the water inlet hose. Before installation, make sure that that rubber gasket is in. And then I'm going to start it manually. Take your time, be nice and gentle, and turn it slowly clockwise. You don't want to replace this valve again if you strip these threads. So tighten it as far as you can do it manually. Then use the pliers and go no more than half a turn. Turn on the water. Plug the washer in and run it to check if it works properly and there's no leaks. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.